welcome to Ideagen TV. It is always a pleasure and a privilege to have with us today renowned chef, author, friend, Maria Loi. Maria, welcome.
Thank you. Thank you very much, George. It's always great to be with you here on Ideagen. I love Ideagen.
Well, thank you, Maria. And you are just an inspiration. When I think of Maria Loi, I think of inspiration. I think of changing the world. And on that note, I'd like to ask you, Maria, if you could kindly share with our global audience, I think they will love to hear from you directly on this, is what have you been working on in 2023? I should ask you, what have you not been working on? But let me just make it difficult and say, what have you been working on this year?
Well, it's been a very busy year. Let's start with the Loi food products. Until now, we have Loi pasta, Loi dips, Loi meli, and Loi ladi. As you know, ladi is extra virgin olive oil from Crete, which won the Sophie Award, #1. And we just launched our frozen Loi pies, which are thriving because they are made with olive oil. That's the point. People cannot find anything similar to that in the market. And that is just only our product business. In 2023, we also broadcast the first season of my PBS series, The Life of Loi, which aired all across the nation, the top 50 TV markets, and not only. Also is available on Apple TV, Amazon Prime, and PBS Passport. People really love the show. I love it too.
Maria, it is incredible. The show's incredible. Tell us a few snippets of the show. Why do people love the show so much?
Well, the show, it's just me. You know what you see, and that's what you get. So, and people, they said, "Oh, you don't act." I said, "No, I don't act. I react." So I meet people. I meet when I say people, real people, authentic, and they're taking me back to what I was doing in my life before, because I have a passion for cooking. When I say passion for cooking. I was born with it, George, and I'm a farm girl. I don't know if you know that.
I do know that. I do know that. I know that you're a farm girl, and
Yeah.
I know that you have a passion for cooking. And I do know, which is why you're on Ideagen TV today, that you are authentic. And, Ideagen is all about authenticity and authentic leadership. And so, where did your passion for cooking come from? And how do you feel it is best represented in your food?
Well, I said passion is me. It just take Loi is passion, full of passion. So, being from a farm girl, like from a very poor family, someone had to stay home and cook, and that person, who was? It was me. And actually, I was so glad that it was me because I really love it. And I was very fortunate, I have to say, because the food for the poor, it was simple, delicious, and healthy. This is the kind of food I make today. And that's what is, the food that we should eat, and that's what we have to incorporate in our lives. I cannot explain anything else.
Simple, delicious, and healthy. And so you're working also, Maria, with everything that's happening in the world. Sustainability is obviously front and center. Food sustainability. How are you working? How are you working to incorporate sustainable practices into your restaurant, your products, and your overall overarching business practices?
So I want you to come one night actually, outside Lois Theatorio. After we close, you will notice that our garbage is at least one fifth less than other restaurants in the area. You know why? Because we try to minimize food waste and recycle as much as we can. Of course, we cannot do everything, you know. So we use FSC, certified recycled paper or glass for our products, which is better for the environment. And we, truth to it, we stay there. We don't cut corners. That's how other people, I believe, and my friends, the other chef friends that I have, they're doing the same. So almost every week we discuss about it, and we are proud that we're doing this in New York.
And you very well should be, Maria. I've had the privilege of coming to your restaurant, and it is just phenomenal. And you do notice everything that you mentioned. But what you also notice is that the food has such incredible taste because it's authentic and natural. And so, as we pivot a bit to food insecurity, this is an issue that I know you are passionate about. You're a passionate person, and you're passionate about this crucial issue, not only in America, but in Greece and the entire world. Where,
Well,
Maria, where do you see the greatest challenges to addressing these issues? And where do you see yourself having the absolute greatest impact?
well, a huge challenge in food insecurity is that most people lack correct information about food to begin with. You know, Uh, and this explains actually why so many people eat processed food today with no nutrition value. Okay. People just don't know better. And I think, my contribution in teaching, the next generation about healthy and sustainable food, like I have been doing for many years now. Okay. And I believe if the next generation, learns about real food and not just processed food, then they can turn food insecurity into food security for all. I believe that.
Food insecurity is one issue. The other issue that we've seen are these natural disasters. They're seeming more prevalent, they're seeming more extreme, they're seeming, just to be ubiquitous. They're ubiquitous. Wildfires all over the world, sad, terrible, loss of life, loss of all sorts of things related to the planet. And so, how have the effects, from your vantage point, how have the effects of these natural disasters around the world impacted food security, farming, and other practices relating back to the sustainable food production?
Well, I can see this in my own country, unfortunately, with the recent floods that we had in the middle of Greece, in Thessaly, as we say. It's the heart of wheat production, livestock, produce, all have been destroyed. Everything, really, everything that supports the whole country, and not only Greece, and exports as well, you know many around the world, as I say, will feel the effects of these floods, especially people that follow the Mediterranean diet. Because there were many countries in the Mediterranean, they had all these floods and fires. And take milk as an example, okay? Everyone loves feta. As a result, of the animals dying, less milk is being made, and therefore less dairy products can be produced, like our favorite feta cheese. The same is happening to food systems around the world, everywhere almost. But I have to tell you something. being Greek. I am so proud that the Greek government stepped in immediately, not only to take care of the people affected by the floods, but also to create programs to avoid these problems in the future. This is what we have to take care. And Greece is always leading the way.
That's true. That's true. Greece is always leading the way. They've led the way since the founding and the development of democracy and philosophy and on and on. But we'll leave that there. What do you believe separates your cooking style specifically and your product lines from others?
Maybe it's a bit selfish, but I have to say quality in one word quality. I am dedicated actually to clean ingredients and simple cooking methods. I want to make food that people can feel good about eating and feeding their families. You know, this is how we cook at Loi Estiatorio, and this is what we do at Loi Food Products. Clean ingredients, quality. These are the first things. And the way of cooking. Usually I say, whatever your grandma didn't recognize, don't buy it.
And that is exactly right. That your quality ingredients, the taste of the food, the attention to detail, the inspiration and the passion that all go into this is really, I think, the differentiator that you just described so aptly. And so, Maria, what are your upcoming plans or projects that you're most excited about to share with our global audience, the millions of people that will watch this exciting interview?
Thank you. Uh, yes, I am in production now on the second season on my award-winning, International Telly Award, okay, PBS series, The Life of Loi. And I am also working on the new travel and education series focused on how to live longer and healthier. It's a new thing. I cannot say more now for that, but very soon I will tell you. And beyond that, we have a lot of new products, in development coming soon, very soon actually. And George, you know me. I want to change the world, one healthy bite at a time, and I will.
And you are, Maria, and you are. You're not you will, you are.
And
And so on that extremely exciting note, and we can't wait to hear your plans. You'll be back to tell us, I am sure. What is your call to action for our global audience, and how can folks find out more across the world about what you're doing?
oh, it's very simple. If we change the way we eat, we can change the world. Simple.
And how can folks find out more about what you're doing? What is the best place for them to go to find out more about you and all of your incredible work?
Very soon we'll have a different website out there because we have many things now. But they can even go at loiestiatorio.com, and then we'll go to the at loibrand.com in maybe in a week and 2 weeks.
Oh my
And
gosh, it's so exciting. So
thank
exciting.
you.
I can't keep up with you. Ideagen cannot keep up with you, but we did find a moment. We're so thankful and grateful to
Thank
you
you.
for finding
Thank
these
you.
moments. After all, Maria, as you know, life is just a series of moments. And what an incredible moment this is of inspiration. My friend, you are leadership defined. Thank
Thank
you
you.
so very much.
Thank you.